Hi y'all, it's Kimberly here. Thank you all showing up, whoever showed up, and all my subscribers, thank you so much. I'm going to do my second part on the what it's like to live in Texas video that I've done. I did the first one already. And yesterday I did have a little section about things that are bigger in Texas. This is shocking even to me, but sometimes roaches, which I'm not talking about, you can keep your house as clean as you want, but a lot of times the roaches out in the country that are in barns and other places can be, I'm not kidding, probably about 5 or 6 inches long. And the first time I saw one, I nearly died. But I mean, literally, they're as big as my hand. I mean, they're flat, like the flat ones, but they're terrifying. They're huge. I just want to add that in. Okay, the music. I have been in the city where Buddy Holly was born. I've been to his house where he was born and grew up, and that's really neat and unique. He was such a unique guy. His music. There's still people that travel from all over the world to go and see his house, and still fascinated with him after all these years. And I really do love his music still to this day. There's other musicians in Texas. We have a really good music scene in Austin, and if you've ever seen Austin City Limits, they have all kinds of, not just from local musicians, worldwide famous people have also performed in Austin. But Texas has a very unique music scene. I really like a lot of the music, and yes, I've been to a honky tonk. And a honky tonk is just a bar that has like country music and a dance floor, somewhere where you can dance. That's basically all a honky tonk is. It's usually a small place, not too big. Well, it could be big, I guess. Yeah, it could be. But most of them are really small and just a place with country music and just a bar. That's basically what a honky tonk is. And Dolly Parton and Strait are my favorite singers of all. I do love country music. I also love rock music. And me and Dolly had the same birthday. And the two-step is probably the official dance of Texas, even though we don't really have an official dance, but that's kind of like the country dance that everybody learned to do. I think it was like back in the 80s. I think there's Urban Cowboy with John Travolta, where he did that movie. A lot of the country music shows, they show people doing the two-step, and it's just a simple little, literally a two-step back and forth, and it's not very hard, and you just twirl a little bit. I like it. It's fun. And the food, I did speak a little bit about the food before, but that was only in reference to how big the plates are. I would say probably steaks and chicken fried steak and fried chicken. Those are probably two of the main, I guess, country or southern foods that you would eat in Texas if you went to a small diner or something. And barbecue, also barbecue is huge here. Everybody barbecues. Every weekend, I mean, around the whole neighborhood, you're going to smell somebody barbecuing. And a lot of people put gravy on everything. I love it. I love gravy, a lot of gravy. Biscuits and gravy, especially for breakfast. Oh, that's so good. And watermelon. Watermelon is like a really good dessert here. It's grown all through South Texas. And every summer there's like tons and tons of watermelon. Any store you go into has like huge buckets as big as a car full of watermelons. You see them everywhere. And probably like french fries, baked potatoes, those are kind of the side dishes. And anything fried, any kind of vegetable, fried okra, fried like onion rings, or just, I don't know, fried squash, fried anything. We fry everything. And A dessert for an adult dessert is you poke a hole in watermelon and you pour a bottle of vodka in it, or I think some people use wine sometimes, or even gin. That's for the adults, you know. And a Texas Tuxedo is it's a country style of dress. You wear your boots, your jeans, and a really nice, like a button-down shirt with cuffs, you know, like with maybe pearl snaps, or either just button down, it doesn't matter. Pearl snaps are more country. Sometimes men wear a vest, and sometimes they wear their hat, you know, and a belt with like a western belt buckle. And some people have ridden in rodeos or whatever, they may have like a champion or a winning belt buckle. And people wear that to church, and they also wear that to get married in. I mean, it's just it's considered, you know, formal dress. If you're has to be very clean shirt, clean jeans, everything, you know, just completely clean and looking nice. No holes in your jeans, no ratty shirts, nothing like that. You have to be very, very dressed up, and that's called a Texas Tuxedo. And if you come here, yeah, you're going to see cowboys. I said that before. Cowgirls, cowboys, horses and cows, of course, and a lot of agriculture, you know, a lot of cotton and fields in between the cities. Corn, squash, watermelon, all kinds of stuff. There are as many, for every church, there's probably going to be a bar, which is kind of contradictory, but yeah, on every corner in the town I grew up in, there was a bar. There might have been a church on the end of the one street, and then there's a bar at the other end. It was just kind of a joke. Oil wells, trucks, people wearing boots and hats, of course, and motorcycles. There's a lot of motorcycles here in Texas. There's actually chapters of motorcycle gangs here too. I mean, but I think that's in a lot of cities. They have a lot of that. And you're going to see tractors. Yeah, you might see tractors like on the country roads, come down the road, and you kind of have to pull over. You got to be careful because people die all the time in wrecks with tractors. It's very dangerous. Rodeo, yeah, there's a lot of rodeos. We have little bitty rodeos in little towns. There's sometimes these little arenas. You'll see them. They look like they've got a grandstand and like a dirt area, and it's kind of fenced off. That's probably a rodeo, or some kind of horse activity rodeo, whatever, barrel racing or whatever. And barrel racing is big here too. And the manners, yes ma'am, no ma'am, that is like a staple of the way we talk. And it's just the way when you grow up, you just learn to say yes ma'am, no sir, no, yes sir, you know, to, you know, your elders or people of authority and stuff like that. And it's just the way it is. And the accent, apparently we have accents here. You know, the first time when I was little and I saw, there was a TV show called Cagney and Lacey, and the actress Tyne Daly, oh my God, I could not understand a word she said. The very first time that we saw that show, we just looked at our mom and was like, is she speaking English? No, we could not understand her. She had this heavy New York accent, which I love that now. I love like really thick New Jersey, New York, or Philly accents. I love it. To me, that's kind of attractive in a man. I like that. It just sounds really neat. I like it. I might not be able to understand you very well sometimes, but I do like that. And y'all and I don't know, our vernacular, it's a little bit different. Ain't, which I think I said this in one video before, that is a word that is in the dictionary. It's been in there for decades. Fixin' to means you're about to do something or about to go somewhere or something like that. Directly means, you know, like right over there or right in front of you, or directly over there in a direction that we point our elbows or head or whatever like that. It's a directional term. And there's little things that, I mean, I'm just so used to them, I can't even think of them right now, but I do notice when I was made aware of it, I started to realize, oh, we do talk a little bit different. But everybody does, in every part of the country. They all have their own little sayings or the way that they talk, you know. Well, just wanted to add on to that, and just, if you ever decide to come to Texas, it's a really great place, and it's really kind of laid back, you know. We do have like a friendly kind of atmosphere. It is, I think sometimes we get a bad rap for being a little bit, you know, tough and scary, but it's, I mean, it is a really wonderful place, and people are really good here, and I love it. I love growing up here, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And oh, one other thing. Police. If you ever stop by the DPS or a sheriff or police, please be polite. Please say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and be very respectful. Just do that, and usually there's, you know, they just want a level of respect, and that's it. And just be nice, you know. You know, most law enforcement here really is good. They are really tough about certain things, and if you're accused of a certain crime, if you did it and they saw you or something like that, they're going to catch you. And especially if it's a bad crime, I don't even want to say certain things. I don't want to mess up my algorithm. I don't know what words I can really use. I haven't been on YouTube very long, so just be nice. And most of the time they're very respectful and nice to you. But if you're a criminal, you know, you're gonna have a hard time here. The Texas prisons are hard and horrible here, and I can't say that, you know, there is some, you know, really bad crime in here, just like in anywhere else. But for the most part, Texas is a great place. I mean, it's just a wonderful place, and I love it, and it's my heart. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for showing up. Thank all my subscribers. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.